Today, I saw something that shook me. It was around 3:30 in the evening. I was waiting by the street when I saw a truck unloading crates of soft drinks at a bakery right next to a school. Within just half an hour, the place was swarming with children roughly between 13 and 16 years of age. Money in their hands, grabbing their favorite junk foods, fizzy drinks, chips, chocolates, biscuits, sugary snacks, all on their way home from school. And I couldn't help but ask myself why? Why are we feeding our children food that is slowly, silently destroying their health? Who is responsible? The children, the stores, or is it us, the parents, the society, the system? We worry so much about our children's future, don't we? About their education, their career, their success. But are we paying enough attention to their health, their eating habits, and their lifestyle? Maybe or maybe not. What we often fail to realize is that the strongest, most deep rooted habits are formed in early childhood and teenage years. We allow poor choices to just slide, not realizing that these choices become powerful, lifelong habits that are hard to break in adulthood. And it's during these years, especially adolescence, that children experience growth spurts and hormonal changes. It is also the time when fat cells, that is also called adipocytes, are formed in the body. Now, here's the scary part. If there's obesity or excessive weight gain during this phase of adolescence, the number of fat cells in the body increases and they remain there for life. Even if the child loses weight later on in life, the fat cells only shrink. They don't disappear from the body. That's why childhood and teenage obesity is so concerning. We are not just feeding our children junk food. What we are feeding them is future metabolic diseases like obesity, type 2 diabetes, and hypertension. And the statistics are alarming. Childhood obesity is rising rapidly and is predicted to double in the next 10 years. Take a moment to reflect. 10 years from now, our children will be stepping into adulthood. Do we want them to be part of the obese population or the healthy population? Diseases that were once considered adult problems like diabetes, high blood pressure, fatty liver are now affecting children. And what is the biggest culprit here? It is the very food that we allow into their lives. It's very easy to blame the stores, the ads, the system, but let's be honest. These products exist there because we buy them and stock them in our homes. How many of us hand over money to our kids without asking them how it is spent? How many of us can't give up junk food ourselves and yet expect our children to eat healthy? How many of our kitchen shelves are filled with junk so that every time the child craves a snack, it's readily available? Children watch and learn. The real responsibility lies with us, the parents. But is there hope? Absolutely. Change starts with awareness. As parents, we can inspire our children to make better choices. As a society, we can demand healthier policies with regard to foods in schools. As a community, we can create an environment where health and wellness is celebrated, encouraged, and not looked down upon. Because the real question is not what our kids are eating today. The real question is what kind of future are we feeding them? The choice is in our hands. So let's choose wisely before it's too late.